alternate universe, climate change had occurred faster than expected. One man, on a quest to seek for the holy shelter, to escape from the blistering heat that destroyed billions of the world's population. Engulfed by the rising temperature and burning heat from the ground, Wu Jie struggled his way through high and low, hoping to save mankind, for he knew he was mankind's final hope. Just when he was about to get there, to the sweltering heat, he caught what a glimpse of what he knew was a magnificent house building.
So now we are moving already, right? So where are we moving to? Jurong, so far from town. We need to find a place that is convenient, that is cooling, like a lot of fresh air, and it will be good if there are a lot of like nice scenery and everything, so that we can exercise and live a healthy life.
Singapore was such place, man.
Have.
Where?
You must have like MRT shopping
Oh, you're all being noisy. What are you all discussing about?
Hey, Coco, we are moving already. Do you have anywhere to suggest where we can stay?
What about green building?
Huh? What is green building?
Green building is a building that uses renewable source of energy.
There is a massive building in the middle of the campus which has a green roof with a nice slope. Yeah. So that's a green building. It's colored green, and the green roof is supposed to reduce the use of energy to cool the building, right?
Green buildings mostly uses like renewable energy such as like water harvesting as well as solar panels for the energy. And maybe they have features such as like motion sensor, so that they off the lights wherever there's no one using the facilities.
Oh. Hey, look, there are some news about green building on the TV.
Today we have a rising star on YouTube, Cheryl, who has recently won
viral in her videos. BCA, as a result, has engaged her to become their Green Mark ambassador, and now let's talk to her to find out more about this Green Mark scheme. Yay!
BCA Green Mark scheme actually serves to promote greater sustainability. It actually tries to raise greater environmental awareness among the developers, designers, as well as builders. So it is a green mark rating system that actually evaluates a building based on its performance as well as environmental impact. So some of the criteria it actually assess on includes water and energy efficiency, like environmental protection, indoor environmental quality, as well as green features and other innovations. So some of the examples for green buildings in Singapore include like for campuses we have like NTU ADM as well as several halls, and like for attractions wise we have RWS. In fact, the building that I'm standing right in front of, Star Vista, is a green building as well.
The 2014 Green Building Report in Asia Pacific has shown that based on respondents comprising of architects, engineers and consultants in Singapore, the perceived usefulness of certification such as BCA Green Mark is the highest among commercial and office, healthcare and education sectors as comparable to the rest. 67% of the respondents had expressed the intention of seeking green building certification as being very likely. Did you know that Star Vista is Singapore's first naturally cooled mall and is awarded the BCA Green Mark Gold Award in recognition of the environmentally friendly features in its design as well as construction? So, what are some of the examples of the sustainable features they have that are considered green? First, instead of having a fully air-conditioned central atrium like many malls in Singapore, the spectacular 33-meter high grand foyer is a 200-seat amphitheater and water feature in Star Vista that helps cool breezes to flow through the building. In addition, the open space retail design brings a huge energy savings in air conditioning as well. Second, to ensure thermal comfort of the open areas, mechanical ventilation devices such as evaporative cooling system, which employs high-volume, low-speed fans, are placed strategically and spaces are arranged as such to allow cross-ventilation. Third, they have implemented a few strategies to reduce overall energy consumption. For instance, they have energy-efficient lifts and escalators with sleep mode features. The overall saving for Star Vista is currently estimated at 15% compared to a non-sustainably designed development.
Well, the spread of environmental and cost benefits of green buildings have actually been growing among investors and developers in the industry itself. Green buildings are being recognized for its performance as well as green features, so all these can actually have a positive impact on the corporate image and help to enhance the leasing and resale value of the buildings.
Oh, I see. What about the benefits to occupants of such buildings then?
Oh, benefits to the occupants of such buildings. Oh my gosh, oh sorry. Am I interrupting the video?
No, it's okay. You can go on.
Okay, hi. I saw your PBAP video and I find it very inspiring. Yeah, but just I overheard that you all say about green building, is it?
Yes, we are.
Hey, I might me myself, I live at 3 Lodge at Punggol.
Oh, yeah. Oh, could you share your experience with us then?
Oh, yeah, of course. I find that the air is cleaner and it's the air quality improves much better and I feel very happy living in a green building.
If that's the case, what are some of the concerns that you think most people would have towards green buildings?
Concerns? How about we ask the public about this? Yeah. Let's go.
Singaporeans can be very realistic. If all these additional features just adds up to the buying price, then reality kicks in. I'm sure you're going to know if, let's say, all these green features cost you another, let's say, $50,000 onto your sticker price to buy the house. It adds up.
Unless, of course, there are long-term benefits to it, in the sense that if it's more expensive, but it's a trade-off because, you save on other things like electricity, and stuff like that, then maybe it could be, we can consider.
Marketing as such, I think there's a value because people like more greenery, so they will actually buy it for a similar price. But if you ask somebody to pay $30,000 more or $50,000 more, because the green building is not going to work, right? So if it's a similar price range, they will do. But ultimately, when a person buys a house, it is about location, it's about being close to your family, right? You can have a green building in Tuas, I can tell you nobody's going to go there, right?
True.
So it depends on where you build, and if you put it in the right location, you design it accordingly, people will buy it.
Now, what are some of the reasons against involvement in green building from the perspective of stakeholders in the construction and building industry? According to 2014 Green Building Report in Asia Pacific, it is found that higher cost of building materials is being cited as the primary reason against involvement in green building, followed by time and cost for additional training, and additional time and cost of documentation in the second and third place respectively. The main reasons for not seeking certification, such as the BCA Green Mark, are the cost of certification process, staff time required, and the gap between design promises and performance reality.
So recently when HDB markets house, they will do that additional effort talking about this more sustainable use, less electricity. You see on top of your car parks, they use it as like a green corridor, so you have a place for kids to play, lower down the temperature.
As you can see, there's a moderate level of awareness on green buildings amongst the stakeholders, but more could be done to communicate its value to the different groups of consumers. So now, let's have a look at the solutions that we have.
Okay, so one of the major concerns among our stakeholders is actually cost. What the government can do is to provide well-targeted financial incentives to encourage the adoption of green technologies in the marketplace, for instance, by lowering government taxes. And moving on, as the demand for green savings as well as investment opportunities are rising over time, what the bank can do to actually help protect the environment is to provide the necessary capital for the adoption of green technology. What can we do to actually educate our students? First, we can have school eco guides to bring our students around these green buildings in Singapore, which we have mentioned just now in the video, to expose them and educate them on what these green buildings are for. Second, we can have inter-school competition where students from different schools can actually come up with innovative ideas and solutions on what other features that these green buildings can take on to make our environment more eco-friendlier. Go green, start, yeah.
The government have a very important role to play in having information campaigns to help to educate and raise awareness of green building amongst the various homeowners as well as the construction industry. So hopefully by doing this, it will help to overcome and reduce the lack of awareness and understanding of green building issues in Singapore.
So these are the above solutions that we have to raise awareness as well as to improve communication about the value of green buildings to the general public. But before we end the video, are you all curious about what kind of video that Cheryl has produced?
EFGB. Cause we are eco and we are friendly. Ha! Eco-friendly. Cause we are green and we have beauty.